Okay. Doing as much or as little as you want. Baptiste Vinyassa Flow is designed for beginner, intermediate, and advanced. The only difference between beginner and advanced, how often you need to rest or modify. We'll start in child's pose, get our two toes to touch, and settle our hips down towards our heels. A few deep breaths to start to arrive on your mat. Utilize the inhales to start working into some lung capacity. Utilize your exhales for relaxation. Knees are to the edges of the mat, maybe even beyond the edges of the mat. Now's a good time to turn on your Ujjayi breathing. Sound at the back of the throat, creating an audible breath. That audible breath sounds like an ocean wave coming and going from the beach. I want you to try to focus on that sound for the rest of the class. That will allow you to stay present, build and maintain body temperature, and build that oxygen in the bloodstream. Start to walk your hands towards the top of the mat, spreading the fingers apart. Create space between the fingers and feel for the webbing of the hands start to stretch. I always use this opportunity to roll the forehead a couple times, wiping away anything I need, resetting, arriving, starting fresh. Downward dog shape. Feet are hip width apart. Hands are shoulder width apart. The feet are square on the inside. They look like a capital letter H, and your index or middle finger faces forward. If your shoulders are tight, index finger, eventually it'll be your middle finger. You don't even need to lift your hips up into downward dog. If you have a shoulder or wrist injury, keep your knees or elbows or knees and elbows down. You might be fairly still, getting to know the feeling. You might be walking the dog, moving a little bit. They call this a resting posture. If it doesn't feel like a rest, that's okay. That's normal. It can take a very long time for it to feel anything like a rest. Next is rag doll. Walk your hands back or your feet forward. Meet somewhere on your mat. Feet are hip width apart, maybe a little wider. You can grab your elbows. Relax the neck. Breathe here. If you have any low back injuries, you would bend the knees, place your elbows on the knees, even if not just low back injury, but a tight hamstring. This is a great way to modify, protecting your back. You might be moving a little bit, swaying, nodding, bobbing, rocking, rolling. Release your grip. Heel toe your feet together. Micro bend of the knees. Start to rise. Stack one section of the back at a time. Lower, middle, upper. You can lift the shoulders up, back, and down right before the chin lifts. Good. Sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale your arms up, draw your shoulders down. Take another inhale, press your hips forward. Draw your tailbone down. Exhale, start to fold. Relax the neck. Eventually, your hands will line up beside your feet. Heads dangling like a boulder, belly resting upon the thighs. One day you'll look like a sandwich from the side. Inhale, half lift. Hands are on the knees or the shins. If your hamstrings are really open and you can maintain a straight back, very few of us might have the hands on the floor. Draw the shoulders away from the floor and the ears. Lengthen the top of the head away from the tailbone. Inhale across the upper chest. Exhale, step into plank position. Turn the crease of the elbows to the front of the room. Spine higher than the shoulder blades. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, start to lower, slower. Elbows tight to the ribs, pressing against the ribs, and you're stopping with a 90-degree elbow. Or you're laying yourself to the mat. Inhale, cobra if you're laying on the mat. Up dog is an option. Down dog. That's a sun salutation. We're going to do a few to warm up from the inside out. Have a wonderful class this morning. Inhale across the upper back. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, jump or step back and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. That's a cobra. Exhale, down dog. Shoulders away from your ears. Big breath, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Cobra or up dog. Cobra, no palm pressure. Exhale, down dog. Three in a row. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Scoop chest. Step back. Cobra. Down dog. Step or jump. Half lift. Relax neck. Half lift. High to low plank. Cobra. Down dog. Step or jump. Half lift. Fold. Half lift. Step or jump back. Surya Namaskar B. So we're adding on chair pose. Bend knees, look forward. Step or jump. Half lift on the inhale, fold on the exhale. Inhale into chair. Toes the knees are touching. Draw the shoulders down. Lift the chin up. Straighten the arms and spread the fingers and the toes. Tighten the belly. Soften the jaw. And look down for your toes. Can we get the knees and toes to line up? So I need you to draw the knees away from the top of the mat. Knees and toes touch an invisible wall in front of you. Now look between the hands and line your pinky fingers up to your knees. So pinky fingers, knees, and toes line up to an invisible wall. Warm up your legs. Bend deeper and fold. Half lift, high to low plank, up dog or cobra, down dog. Warrior one, right foot forward. Left foot 45 degrees. Left foot pointing at the top left corner of the mat. Heels are hip width apart. Very few of us might have the heels in one line. Arms are up, shoulders are down. Move your left shoulder towards the front of the mat, okay? Feel what happens in the front of the left hip flexor. Eventually, that left hip flexor, left hip might square to the top of the mat as well. Right knee must stack. Starting to rip the mat in half, using the strength from the feet. Breathing. Give the outside edge of your left foot a little bit more energy. So you'll feel that left leg straighten. Breathing. Ujjayi breath. Upper back bend. Warrior two. So, make sure the right heel is stacked. Line the right heel up to the arch of the left foot. Arms are up, shoulders are down, belly tightens. Move the right knee to the right. Lean the upper body away from the front of the mat. Activate the toes, draw the shoulders down, deepen the bend in the right knee. Every exhale, deepen the bend in the right knee. Windmill, exhale. Same exhale might take you down. You go ahead for that bonus breath. Warrior one, left foot forward lightly. Inhale to rise. Left knee must be over that left ankle. Draw your shoulders down. Move your right shoulder forward. Widen the stance, starting to rip the mat in half. Breathing deeply, full lung breathing. Draw the tailbone towards the right heel. If there's any back bending, it's an upper back bend. Warrior two. Widen stance for warrior two. Warrior two is always a little wider than warrior one. Bottom rib, it's hard, but bring it in. Move the left knee to the left, active toes. Look down left hand. Right hand's invisible and shoulder height. Every exhale, get a little deeper. Windmill. Okay, everybody, let's finish that. Let's do that a couple more times. One breath, one movement. Bend your knees, look forward. Lightly step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Lower. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Warrior one. Open into warrior two. Take a breath, warriors. Let it go. Left foot. Down dog. If you got mixed up, if you weren't sure about the movements we just did because it didn't call them out, don't worry. Don't get frustrated. Come to the class often. It's a sequence every Sunday with just very, very slight changes. Okay, we're doing it again. We're not done the warm-up. Okay, it's one more sun salutation B. Inhale. Look forward. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One big breath into chair. When the lungs are full and you're in the chair, exhale, steamroller. Inhale, half lift. Jump back, high to low plank. Knees up or down, doesn't matter. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward. Inhale. Open, exhale. Take a breath. Let it go. Don't drag that foot. Same breath, maybe. Down dog. Left foot. Inhale to rise. Exhale, open. Take a breath. Windmill. Cobra up dog. Down dog. Wipe the sweat from the brow. Have a sip of water. Walk the dog. Take a child's pose. Do whatever you need to do to let go of that warm-up. We are right on schedule. Okay. Let's do it. It's a sequence of postures. We start with the Vitality series. It's a sneaky way to say we're about to hold things for quite a long time. Start in your downward dog. Active hands. Get the toes to touch an invisible center line. Inhale your right leg straight up to the ceiling. Keep your leg straight and lower your right hip a little bit more. Inhale while you're bending the right knee, starting to open the dog. Keep the weight equal in your hands, stretching right hip away from right armpit. Inhale, balloon that region. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Stay there. Inhale the right knee higher. Exhale, right knee up. Take a breath, and then exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to forehead. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to forehead and step forward. Using that action to step forward lightly. Inhale, rise, runner's lunge. Right knee must stack over your ankle. You can put your left knee to the mat to modify this posture. Very few of us will have a straight left leg, so I would rather you might go bend the left knee and you lift the front of your pelvis, feeling what happens to that hip flexor. You're learning about space in your back, which you need to maintain. Belly is tight to work that core, and you're breathing. The shoulders are down your back. Set your knee down anytime you want. Thumbs meet sternum. Straighten the right leg as you move that low back and torso. Hook and twist. Lower your hips right now. Make sure your right knee is stacked and lift your belly off your thigh. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and open the chest. Soften the left pinky toe from the mat. An option to grab your shorts, half binding like this. If you're modifying, your knee would be under your hip. You would grab your shorts and reach your other hand behind you. Are you still breathing? I hope you're breathing. Some of us are going for a bind. Release. Warrior 2. Oh boy. Nice big hold. Right knee must stack. Warrior 2. Arms are up. I'm going to hold this one for a while too, so be patient with yourself. As you get to know the sequence, you'll know it's good to modify that first posture because there's not as easy of a way to modify this one. Forearm onto thigh. Reach left arm, top of mat. Press right forearm into thigh, moving right shoulder away from right ear, and then move left shoulder away from the floor. Create a straight line from the left heel up to the left finger. Breathe. Active hands and feet. Lower your hips, guys. This is about hips. Reach your left hand behind you. Grab your elastic band. You must grab your elastic band, okay? If you can, some of us are getting right to the thigh, or relax your neck or look up. It's your choice. Keep that left shoulder away from the floor and the left ear. Right hand's active still. If you want to get into the core, you straighten the right arm. No weight on that elbow. Full bind or just stay here and enjoy breathing. Full binders, you're getting those hips a little lower. Trying to get that right arm underneath the thigh. Grabbing your fingers behind your back and then opening the chest. Breathing. Staying in your bind, breathing. Always welcome to leave early, and when you're ready, you step that right foot back. Side plank, left hand down, left knee down. Inhale, right arm up. Active right hand. Push hips to the side mat. This is modified. You're still working that psoas length. Some of us don't like to modify, so we might take a wide stance. We might just put foot upon foot. Not only push your hips forward, but lift the hips higher. Inhale, right leg up. Still, you must push your hips forward. The length of the psoas is more important than the height of the right leg. Slow, the flow. You don't need to modify. You can do a high to low plank. You can do an up dog. You can do a down dog. Down dog. Active hands. Toes touch invisible center line. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, open dog. Keep the weight equal in the hands. Stretch left hip away from armpit. Balloon that side on the inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Weight there. Take the elevator higher. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Left knee, forehead. Inhale, left leg up. Step through. Rise. Runner's lunge. Arms are up. You can put your right knee to the mat anytime. Okay? Doesn't matter. Whether your right knee is up or down, make sure the left knee is stacked. Slight bend of the right knee, lift front of pelvis, draw tailbone down. Breathe into the front of that hip flexor. Ujjayi, sound at the throat. Thumbs meet sternum. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. Twist. Wrist above, elbow above wrist, above elbow. Lower your hips more. Soften right pinky toe. Draw shoulders away from ears. Open the chest more. Lift the gaze. You're looking for a straight line from right heel to tip of forehead. Your deep breathing. Option, spread wings. Or grab those shorts. Full binders, you're already there. Warrior 2, oh boy. Was not fun. Extended warrior variation, forearm onto thigh. Right arm, top mat. Right thumb to ceiling by wrapping right shoulder around chest. Then move the right shoulder away from the mat. Tailbone draws to right heel. You can look up, you can relax your neck. You must breathe. Half bind. Everyone has to grab an elastic. Okay, everyone's wearing an elastic band on their shorts. Get it. Some of us are able to get that thigh. I've been practicing quite some time, and I'm almost at the thigh, but that doesn't matter. Might never get the thigh. If you're ready for your full bind, you start moving those hips deeper, okay? You get that left shoulder underneath the left thigh. Then you're going to lift the chest. Lower the hips even more. Open that chest more. And slowly release. Integrity of motion. Side plank. Right hand down, right knee down. Inhale, left arm up. You don't want to modify, so don't modify. Tailbone draws down. Hips press forward and up. Inhale, left leg higher. Breathe. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, Vinyasa. Let it go. High to low plank. Down dog. Step or jump forward. Half lift. Fold. Chair pose. Thumbs meet sternum. Knees and toes touch. Right ankle, left knee. Right elbow, left knee. Draw the shoulders away from your ears and start to open the chest. This isn't about cranking into your low back. This is about opening middle upper back. Chest opening. If you want, open the wings. Think what a lightning bolt would look like. Shoulders higher than the hips, higher than the knees. Some of us might half bind again by grabbing shorts. Maybe someone's in a full bind. You can do it. Knees are square. Exhale, fold. Feet hip width apart. Index, middle finger, grab big toes. Relax your neck. Ready for the other side? Release your grip. Heel toe the feet to touch. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist. Pull the left knee away from front of mat. Head higher than shoulders, shoulder higher than hips, hips higher than knees. Toes are up. Option to deepen the twist into a bind or spread wings. Open chest. That's how you're going to get into your bind. Deep breathing. Knees are square. When you're ready, you slow the release. Maybe you weren't ready. That's okay. It's your practice. Maybe you released early. That's okay. It's your practice. Index, middle finger, grab big toes. Balancing. Release grip. Heel toe feet to touch. Slowly rise. Okay. Balancing. Shift weight to left leg. Left hand, left hip. Right hand, right knee. And grab that big toe if you want, okay? Even if it means you're about here, you're wiggling, wobbling, even if it means you fall out. Maybe you're able to straighten it for one moment and then you fall out. But one day, you're going to work that edge. Okay? One day, you're going to find that open chest, that open hip, the stability in the left leg. It's all there for you. And then you get that leg higher. Slowly bring that leg back to the center. Hands on the hips, squeezing shoulder blades. Point and pull. 2, 3. Warrior 3, hands by your hips to protect your back. Draw shoulders away from the floor. Lower the right hip, point the toes of the right foot, and draw the tailbone towards the right heel. Soften the jaw, deepen the breath, iron will and determination to rise. You got this. Thigh parallel, heel underneath. Inhale, telescope ribs. Exhale into a twist. So middle upper back, lengthening out of the lumbar, strengthening in the left leg. You always have the option to level up, grabbing the outside of the foot or big toe. Even if it causes you to fall out, fantastic. You're here riding your edge. Back to center. Squeeze shoulder blades. Straighten and bend right leg 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Take flight. Tighten belly, draw shoulder blades together. Straighten spine. Try to stay there. Slowly set your foot down. Mountain pose. Shift weight to right leg. Right hand, right hip. Inhale, knee into hand. Go ahead and try for that big toe. Maybe you try to straighten forward first, and then you open to the left. So when I started yoga, I couldn't grab my toe. I definitely couldn't even straighten my leg. So you can see a consistent practice will bring you some gains. Just stay on your mat 3+ times a week. Left knee to the center, hands on the hips. Squeeze shoulder blades, straighten and bend. No, straighten and then point and pull. 3, 2, 1. Tighten your belly and take flight. Rise. First, inhale, telescope ribs up. Exhale, twist. Center. Straight and bend. 3, 2, 1. Take flight. Slowly release. Shake, shake, shake. Let's keep going, class. Eagle. Arms up. Right arm underneath left. Grab your wrists. Interlace your fingers or grab your shoulders to modify. Inhale across upper back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, right leg over left. Tighten belly. Elbows are shoulder height. Vision's blocked by your forearms. There's no gap between thighs. Moving the knees to the right. Elbows, knees, ankles, wrists all line up center line. Hooking or pointing your right toe to your left ankle. Pointing it is fine. Inhale across upper back. Bend deeper into left knee on the exhale. Slowly release. Big breath. Left arm underneath the right. Grab your wrists, interlace fingers, or grab shoulders. Inhale across upper back. Exhale, chair. Inhale, left leg over right. Exhale, remove gap. Draw shoulder blades down. Vision's blocked by forearms. Elbows are shoulder height. Move your elbows away from your shoulders and move your knees to the left. No gap between thighs. Point your right toe to your left toe to right ankle and bend right knee more. Slowly release. Dancers. Right palm, palm upright, like you're holding a tree. Drop the wrist to the thigh, but keep your palm upright. Take your ankle from the inside and invite your knee to the center. Inhale, left arm up. That's enough for a lot of us. Stay here 30 seconds. Some of us want to move towards Dandiyama Dhanasana dancers, so you can kick into the right hand 50% of your leg strength. Begin to lay your belly over a tabletop in front of you. Right knee disappears behind right hip. Left hand shoulder height or higher. Toes eventually reappear center line of the forehead. Shift the weight to the ball of the left foot. If you were to fall out, you'd fall forward. But strength of kick, iron will, and determination are carrying you. Don't give up. And if you fell out, get back in unity in the room. Slowly release. Left palm, palm upright. Drop wrist to thigh, keep palm upright. Take your ankle from the inside, inhale your knee to the center. That's already creating a lot of opening in the chest, stretching the psoas. You might stay here and not do anything other than breathe. If you want to move into dancers, kick into the left hand, 50% leg strength. Move your left hip forward or down. Lift the gaze. Shift the weight to the ball of the right foot. The toes reappear above the center line of the forehead. You're breathing, you're kicking, and you're stretching. 50-50. You're moving towards standing splits. Take your time to release. Okay. Pyramid. Keep your right foot forward, left foot back. Feet are square, or hip width apart, I should say. Grab your elbows behind your back. You can interlace you can also do upside down or right side up. Namaste behind your back. Bend right knee, tuck chin. Exhale, forehead to right knee. The posture doesn't begin until your forehead meets the knee. So do whatever you have to do to get your forehead to meet the knee. It's the pressure of the forehead on the knee that straightens the knee. Shoulder blades draw together. Slowly rise. You're going to keep the same foot stance so the feet are square. You can get a block handy to protect your low back, especially if you're still working on your core. We're doing revolve, triangle, parvrita, trikonasana. So you can have a hand on the block for support. Straighten the back, left hand on block. Start to open the right shoulder away from the floor. So it's not about that low back. It's about middle, upper back. Some of us might lift right arm. Breathing. Lengthen the hips away from the ribs. Slow the release. Triangle now. So this is a foot reset. Left foot's 45. Heels are in one line. Take a hold of your hips. Move your right hip back and move your left hip forward. The feet didn't move. Inhale and lay the belly over a table. Place hand on block or shin and start to open the chest. So you're laying the shoulders against a wall behind you. Shoulders and right hip. Toes are active. Inhale, left arm up. Slowly release. You can vinyasa, high to low plank, up dog, down dog, or you can just switch sides. It's your morning. Same three postures. Pyramid. Feet are square. Hip width apart. Left hip back. So for upside down namaste, this is upside down. There's the trick to get right side up namastes. Keep the fingers touching and see if you can make it happen. Takes a little bit of practice. Or just grab your wrists. And left knee, tighten chin, round back, forehead to left knee. The forehead must touch the knee. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and floor. Maybe the pressure of the forehead straightening the leg. That's the maybe. And take your time to rise. Always release slowly. Release early if you need. Nobody cares. You can always stay longer too. Like if you hear the release cue, and you're just working a little deeper into your posture, don't release. Okay? It's you and your mat first and foremost. Revolve triangle. Left hand on that back. Hips don't move. Opening of the chest again. Slowly. With a tight belly, and use your hands if you need. We're finding our final standing posture. Triangle, Trikonasana. Right foot 45. Left hand on shin. Or block. You did it. Thank you. High low plank. Cobra up dog. Down dog. Let's meet on our belly for spine strengthen. Hands under shoulders. Tops of fingers line up tops of shoulders. Elbows are tight like grasshopper legs. Keep your feet down, but lift your knees up. Inhale, ribs up. Breathe. Slowly release. Straight into locust. Reach your hands back, interlace your fingers. Inhale everything up. Thumbs off back. Press heels of hands together maybe. Slowly release. Straight into airplane. Spread your wings. Inhale, rise. Legs are up. Gaze is up. Point the toes. Release. You're going to do any of the postures we just completed a second time, or you're going to do floor bow, Dhanurasana. If it's hard to grab your ankles, don't. Do one of the other postures. You'll get the same benefits. If you've got a hold of the ankles from the outside, thumbs connected to index finger, your hand's like a hook. Kick into the hooks of the hands with the engines of the feet. Breathing. Imagine what a teardrop shape might look like. Ankles and knees 6 inches apart, no wider, or closer. You have a tendency to bring your ankles together as you kick. Get them apart, hip width. Slowly release. Top of mat, hips on heels. Okay. We'll do camel pose. As I cue camel, you can stop and wait for the whole posture at any one of the cues. 6 inches between knees and ankles, hips above knees, tops of feet down. Thumbs in, fingers out. Inhale, telescope the ribs up. Exhale the tailbone down and forward. Inhale, telescope the ribs up. Press your feet down, draw your shoulders down, hips forward. Inhale, lift the chest up, press the hips forward, push the feet down. Some of us might have our ankles. Keep your lips closed. Keep your teeth touching. Very few of us rest the head back or just look up. Keep the neck steady, safe. Release. Child's pose or embryo. Okay, onto your back for bridge, wheel, abdominals. I'm going to change the orientation on my mat. Okay. Brush your heels with the middle finger. So camel and bridge are the same posture. You just a different orientation on your mat. Knuckles down, palms up. Press the top rim of sacrum down, feel the tailbone lift. Then lift top rim of sacrum and middle back. Curl tailbone towards the knees a second time and lift shoulder blades. Interlace your fingers. Lift the toes. Press the heels down, hips up. You might walk your shoulders once or twice towards your heels, lifting your hips higher. Breathing. Work quadricep and bum, gluteus maximus strength. Keep those hips up. Lower upper, middle, and lower back. Feet together, knees apart. Recline butterfly. Do another bridge or do a wheel. I'll set up wheel with you guys and I'll show you a modified wheel that you can use as a progression. So for wheel, hands by ears, fingers face towards shoulders. Draw the elbows a bit tighter. So the elbows are not split out, they're tight to the ears. We're going to lift like bridge. So top rim of sacrum, push down, tailbone lift. Then lift top rim of sacrum, lower middle back. For your modified wheel, you're going to use your arm strength to get the crown of your head to the mat, and you're going to wait here. Now, the crown of the head is just there for stability. You're not putting weight in the neck. You're using your hands for strength. You can slide back down whenever you're done, or you might push up. When you're ready, and it might not be now, you're going to release slowly, one section of the spine at a time. Abdominals, exciting, right? Interlace your fingers behind your head. Knees above your hips, heels just below the knee line. Inhale, shoulder blades off the mat. Hold your lungs full, pressing top rim of sacrum flat to the mat. Exhale, point your elbows towards your left knee, straighten your right leg. Hold the lungs empty. Pull the belly down, curl the tailbone up. Inhale, center. Hold your lungs full, press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders up. Exhale, point to the right. Straighten left leg. Left heel is 1 meter from the floor. Lift the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders up. Exhale, point to the left, straighten the right. Spread the toes. Curl the tailbone up. Lift the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders off the mat. Exhale, point to the right, straighten the left. Curl the tailbone up. Lift the right shoulder. Spread the toes. Inhale, center. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders up. Exhale, point to the left, straighten the right. Press the top rim of sacrum down. Lift the shoulder. Inhale. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Shoulders stay up. Exhale, point to the right, straighten the left. Press top rim of sacrum down. Lift the right shoulder higher. Inhale. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders off the mat. Exhale, point to the left, straighten the right. Spread the toes. Pull the belly down. Inhale, center. Keep the shoulders up. Exhale, point to the right. Straighten the left. Curl the tailbone, keep the right knee above the right hip. Lift the right shoulder. Pull belly down. Inhale. Head, shoulders, feet down. Boat pose. Navasana. Inhale, big stretch. Exhale, come on up. Breathe. Grab thighs if you're still working that core strength. Or arms and shins parallel. If you want to work to pike position, don't move anything. Only straighten legs. And lift hands. Hover with me, canoe. Breathe. And release. Give the knees a hug, couple circles. Thread the needle, right ankle, left knee. And grab in front of the shin or behind the thigh. I like to also grab my ankle and knee with my hands. It's an option too. Toes are active, right ankle is neutral. Invite the knee and the ankle towards the chest at an equal pace. Pressure the left knee on the back of the right ankle, helping to invite ankle and knee to chest. It's natural you lift your tailbone to get that ankle and knee closer, but keep your spine and sacrum flat. Get into the hip. Keep the figure four legs. Place the outside of the right ankle to the outside of the left knee, cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale, set your knees down to the right. Feel the stretch down the left hip flexor. Tighten belly to come back to center. Switch. Thread the needle as a hip opener. So ankle to thigh. Take your left knee and ankle with your two hands. Activate your toes. So neutral ankle. That's not neutral all on the side. Find a neutral ankle. Left ankle, left knee press on right ankle. Keep that sacrum down. It's easy to lift it up just to do that. We don't want that. Toes are active to protect the knee, sacrum down to protect the back. Concentrate the stretch into hip. Outside of left ankle to outside of right knee, cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale. Tighten belly, inhale back to center. Give the knees a hug. Final Shavasana. You must lay still. You must not move anything. Do not skip Shavasana. Do not modify it. Move your fingers and your toes. Just your fingers and your toes. And move your ankles and your wrists. Big morning stretch. Exhale to your right side. Slowly rise. Comfortable seated position. Prayer hands. Thank you for sharing. Namaste.